giving somebody the blues today.
I do my own stunts. You? I got people for that. Poser.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have kind of a simple topic, but simple doesn't mean it doesn't matter. Simple doesn't mean it's irrelevant. When I say simple, I mean it's a simple concept, but it can be very easily destroyed, very easily ruined. So today we're going to be talking about what does Tekken 7 Season 5 needs, right? For those of us who wants Season 5, what does it need to improve the game overall? Not just characters, because that's the thing. We got into this hole by focusing exclusively on characters, right? Season 1, Geese and Noctis and Tekken Bowling. Season 2, 6 characters. Season 3, they had a bunch of overpowered characters, and then they finally added in frame data. Even though people were upset that you had to pay for it, they still did it, so I guess that is a win. Hopefully in Tekken 8, frame data is free. Hopefully they don't try to hold it off for a season pass and charge again. I think if they do that, then we can truly be upset. But I think it would be free, like when the game first comes out. But season 4 comes around, and then it's 2 characters in the stage. And then they start working on netcode, and they start working on the ban update. Now I say all the time how they should have started way earlier. You don't need a pandemic to come along to show that the game is bad, to show that the game is unplayable online. But that's what happened, right? I have this poll from the Tekken subreddit. It's kind of a little bit different, but this sort of is what influenced this video, and what is sort of influencing my ideas that I want to talk to you guys about today. It says, if there is a season 5, should it have ... Now 555 votes, that's a pretty solid amount on the Tekken subreddit. The first one, 87 votes, 1 and or 2 new characters. Now surprisingly, when I was watching this poll, waiting for it to close, I thought this was going to win by a landslide, but surprisingly it has not. This is in 3rd place. We'll talk about 2nd and 1st in just a second, but 1 to 2 new characters. I don't know the reason why you guys may not want characters, but the reasons why I do not want more characters, here they are. First, whichever character it is, if it's Jun Kazama, Angel, Ogre, Alex, whichever, Bruce, whoever you want to throw in there, that character will be broken, and that character will dominate for a whole entire year. Whichever character it is, it's proven time and time and again, right? When Leroy Smith was introduced, best character in the game. Fakaram, best character. Kunimitsu, even though people try to argue that Kunimitsu is not the best character in the game, her official win rates would say otherwise. She's either 1st place or 2nd place, and if she's 2nd place, 1st place is Lita. This is the thing, right? When you have statistical data showing that these characters are the best in the game, according to win rates, official win rates, it's very difficult to argue for more characters being put in the game, because those characters will just dominate. They will be too powerful. They will be, I said it many times before, and I just am happy that the community sees it as well. Characters only create problems. Yeah, everyone's happy for like a week or two, but then after that, it's just a whole fiasco of please buff this character, right? The next one on this list, now I am kind of surprised to see this one so low, but I guess it's understandable because, so 45 votes, new stages. New stages have been given in every season pass. That's like a given at this point. We know if they do a season pass, some stage will be put in it. Now, It's up in the air which stage that will actually be. Moonlight Wilderness, the airport, the mall, the carnival, right? It's kind of unknown which stage it will be, but we know there's going to be stages if they do a new season 5. Me personally, I already said it before, but I wanted Infinite stage. I think Wall stage is way too common, and I think walls in Tekken 7 is way too powerful. I like removing the walls so I can move freely around my opponent, and I could really test their skills. Right, you can't do that when you get backed into a corner. It's kind of tough, and that's coming from a Yoshi player. A Yoshimitsu player is very dangerous when their back is against the wall because they can flash you at any point in time. So for a Yoshimitsu player to be saying that they don't like walls, it kind of says a lot. But now this is second place. Second place here, and this is something I've been focusing on a lot lately. And the reason why is because I've seen the community focusing on this a lot. 108 votes goes to more customizations and more costumes. Now, I did a 30-second video, and I just was asking if they decided to add in skins, but the skins were like 10 bucks, 15 bucks, the way that Fortnite did it, the way that Call of Duty does it. Would the community accept that? Me personally, I don't want that. I don't think Bandai Namco will do this. The last time they introduced new items, it was free, right? If they were going to start doing skins and stuff like that, they would have been did it, right? They would have been started charging money for skins. But the fact that they haven't says a lot. The reason why I talk so much about season 5, I really want to see if they answers everyone's prayers. A lot of people want customization. A lot of people want costumes. Another reason why I kind of say no costumes, because I think it would be way more exciting to see that stuff in Tekken 8. But I think this is what I think. I think they can add in the customization items that was removed from Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and then Tekken 6. But then in Tekken 8, they can add in the costumes. I feel like that can be a good balance there. Now, the final one, and this is the winner of the poll in pretty much a landslide, no contest. 315 votes goes to netcode improvements and one last big balance patch. Now, I'll talk about the netcode improvements and I'll talk about the balance patch because I have a lot to say about this, so it may go on for a while. But netcode improvements. This is pretty much a given. They're already working on the netcode. You know what's so funny? At the start of season 4, they really were celebrating. Everyone was like, yeah, I could play with people in Japan. I could play with people in Germany. You don't see that stuff anymore. All those tweets stopped within 3-4 weeks. Those tweets were done. And it was a wrap. Netcode was trash. Everyone was back to complaining about the netcode. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why the netcode deteriorated and corroded and fell apart the way it did. I have no clue. Now, one last big balance patch. The one issue I have with this is the fact that they are constantly buffing characters. I say it all the time, but characters are way too powerful. Fang is a perfect example of buffing a character just so much that they're too powerful. Miguel is another example of just buffing a character. Lars, and the thing with Lars, people still ask for Lars to be buffed even more. They want Lars to be buffed to where Lars is the new Fang, and then it's just like it's just crazy. Like, I used to ask for Yoshimitsu to be buffed, but I don't want Yoshimitsu to be the new Fang. I don't. I just have no faith in them, basically. When it comes down to them buffing and nerfing characters, they have proven that they are not doing what needs to be done, right? Akuma and Geese, why do they still have death combos? DLC, why are they still the most deadliest powerful characters in the game? Statistically, looking at the stats, the win rates, they're the most deadliest. I have a comment here that I want to read, and I think this perfectly explains the dilemma, is the word they use when buffing and nerfing. It says, on the buffing and nerfing situation, it's a dilemma. I'll use Lee as an example. Lee is seen as a not worth it character in Tekken 7 for a while. I've seen plenty of people who want him gone / removed because he's a waste of a slot. Hence, some Lee mains are begging for buffs. But then, here's the dilemma. When he's buffed incorrectly, he becomes too OP. People will still want him gone / removed because he's broken, or people want him nerfed. And if he is incorrectly nerfed, he's back to square one. It's a cycle of hate. My exact point. Yeah, it's difficult for them to buff and nerf characters and to figure it all out, but they have a development staff who, from the sounds of the community, Eris, Mei Mansui, they talk very highly of Mishima Star, who is in, control. He is the leader of the buffing and nerfing stuff, and they talk very highly of him. So going off what they say, it seems like they know what they're doing. They know when they're pushing the character too far, and they know when they're not pushing the character enough. So I don't know, it's a touchy situation. Like the comment says, if we buff a character incorrectly, everyone's upset and everyone will say nerf that character, and then you're back at square one with that character again. And I think a lot of people don't even want this season, so if they do decide to do the season, they have to get it right. You can't put season 5 out and it end up the same way as season 4. The netcode fall apart, the stages, one looks cool, one looks kind of ugly because it's too bright. Barely any customization items. 2 characters that are just powerful and obnoxious and no one wants to fight against them. That's the thing. The thing about a DLC character, it should not only be fun to play as the DLC character, but I think it should be fun to play against the DLC character. You cannot say that for any of the DLC. Every DLC character, I will avoid them like crazy. I will avoid them like they are a plague. It should be fun to play as them, but also to play against them. That's both sides. It's a fighting game. You play people one-on-one. It's like supposed to be experience for both parties, not just one character dominates just because they're OP. I don't know. That's pretty much it though. That's how I feel about it. They have a lot to prove with season 5 because a lot of people don't even want it. So if they are going to give it to us, they need to get it right. They need to. But that is it. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all next time. See you soon. Bye bye.